Michael, who I play in Boys in the Band, he is a struggling writer. He is living in New York, living beyond his means because he tends to spend all his money on things to make him feel better about himself. When we open the play, he's currently been sober and not smoking, but he's throwing a party for his good friend. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Oh my God, sorry. He's been in a lot of interviews.
Okay.
Whatever. He's throwing a birthday party for his friend. And Zach Quinto plays the character. And he's headed for a break. He's headed for his breaking moment where he really comes face to face with the fact that he isn't okay with himself. He isn't okay with being gay. And he's going to have to deal with that or live an unhappy life. Well, it was a very exciting mystery to me what this journey was going to be. I was intrigued. I felt that there were many aspects of the character that I could play, even if I didn't initially understand exactly why he was behaving the way he was. I knew that I could play it. And I really felt, and it turned out to be true, it was through rehearsal and just going through the scenes and really just letting myself go for it and say those things and be that way, that the reasons started to reveal themselves to me. And honestly, once that started to happen, I felt a lot of empathy for him, but I thought, I am not that different from this guy. I may not act out in the ways that he does, but he's a gay man reacting to negativity in society around him. And the negativity as a gay man I have been around from society has not been as intense as what he was because of when I've been alive in this world. But it's not non-existent. And I understand it. And more than that, I understand, I believe, not just about being gay, but any human who is being told that they're not good enough and that they're wrong in who they are. And in that way, I felt that I sort of understood him. It feels wonderful. It feels profound. It's very hard. I was on a TV show for 12 years that reached so many viewers. I could never wrap my head around it. And I feel similarly about this release. It's impossible for me to actually imagine that many eyeballs being capable of seeing this now. But it feels good. And I think it's of crucial importance. When Boys in the Band was first written and staged in the late 60s, it was such a groundbreaking piece because it showed gay lives in a way that had never been shown on stage before. And I don't think that's as important anymore. Personally, I think we've seen more representations of gay people. But what I think it is important is to understand the commonality between any oppressed person. And that, whereas it was a very specific tale 50 years ago, it's still specific, but it's able to speak to many different types of people who are going through their own version of similar issues, and to see the common familiar way in which that kind of shame affects all human beings, whatever the reasons for. There's really almost no comparison. It's so true. We've talked all the time, us, the boys in this band, about the original group of men. And not only did almost half of them pass away from AIDS-related illness eventually, but all of them had trouble finding work after this, even the straight members, simply because they were associated with playing a gay character. There is almost no comparison in that way to the way we're able to be as these out gay actors in this day and age. And it's glorious. And I I like to bring up, though, the original cast, because I think it's so important to see the shoulders on which we stand, the people who put themselves on the line and put themselves out there and were brave in a way that is hard for people like us to sometimes comprehend, because we just aren't asked to do that all the time.